See how long I last. I'm tired. Not pretty. Not very pretty. Tuesday, June 4th, and we're not done planting corn yet. I think we're gonna put 60 more acres in. I spent the last, well, let's see, Monday, I guess yesterday is Monday. I sprayed a whole bunch of acres, well, more streamed on 28 with the sprayer. We got about 200, I'm thinking about 220 acres of edible beans. 2/3 of which are white beans and 1/3 are black beans. And they need a little bit of nitrogen to help them grow. So I streamed on some 28 so that field's all ready to go when we want to plant edible beans, which is I'm hoping next week. This week, they're talking rain tomorrow. So we're gonna see if we can plant some soybeans. I gotta wait on the last field of corn, the 60 acres I was talking about. I sprayed it. It should really probably have a couple days. The weeds are pretty gnarly. The stuff should work okay. So I just want to give it some time to get down into the root system. So basically, all the corn that's been planted has been sprayed with a pre-emerge, a generic glyphosate, and integrity. So all my acres have kind of a burn down and a residual sitting there for the corn grounds. So we're in good shape that way. All the burn down other than a few acres have been done for the soybeans. I was using Roundup 2,4-D, but we're gonna have to switch to Roundup Aragon just because we don't have 7 days to wait. I'm gonna get the drill filled up here, or the air seeder, and with soybeans, and we're gonna start planting some soybeans today. So we'll take you along for that. This is my first time using this air seeder, so hopefully it works well. Should. It's a John Deere. Bit of a different view, different cab, different tractor. Been planting soybeans. Forgot my camera gear, so I didn't really have you around for the start, but got about 25 acres planted at one farm that I thought I'd try it out. That's close to home because this is a new to me air seeder behind me. You can see that. Weird stuff. That's I guess what they call dust. But yeah, so this air seeder I just got back in the winter time. You saw me put new blades on it, or I did put new blades on it. So it took a bit to get it figured out because it's so late into June now with well, it's really not late, but it's the June 4th, like I said. We're planting beans in 7.5-inch rows, so we call that solid seeded. I did have it set up for 15-inch rows, but I switched it all back to 7.5 solid seeded because we just need to capture as much sun as possible, and figure we can do that better in 7.5. So there's the duck pond. We're gonna have to drive around. 90% of this field's pretty good, probably even more than 90, 95. We have a few wet spots like that water that I showed you. I think we have an issue with our tile that hits kind of a sub-main along a main down there, and it's not connected right, or it's not draining out right. So I think we'll take a look at that when we get this field back into wheat, as long as it doesn't cause too many problems. Do some tile work. Anyways, it's going pretty good. I'm really happy. We're doing about 5.5 mile an hour. Putting on a fair bit of seed, about 110 pounds of seed per acre. The soybeans that I'm planting, SO7 M8s, they're the size of small planets, we call them. They're huge beans, so we have to put a lot of pounds per acre on to get the right amount of seeds per acre. We're shooting for about, I think, 200,000 seeds per acre. So anyways, it's going good. I'm just gonna keep plodding along. It's really not all that exciting. I'll show you the air seeder. No-tilling these soybeans into corn stalks, it really makes for a quick process. We did the 2,4-D Roundup burn down here, it'd be about 2 weeks ago. We'll come back with Boundary, LQ, and Authority as our pre-emergent treatment. The soybeans 07 M8s are an IP Clear Highland bean, so we're growing them for a premium. It works out pretty good from a profit per acre standpoint. It's kind of nice this time of year to be able to plant into moisture. Last year we were pretty dry, so we were chasing moisture. This year that's not a problem, but it's kind of nice for once to see some dust. And here's this wet spot coming up. You can see I popped through it with the sprayer right there, but I think keep it down for this pass, but lift it for the next one maybe. Not ideal. So like I said, we'll have to figure out what's going on there because there is tile, so it shouldn't be that wet. But for the sake of time and the fact that it hasn't really been dry enough to go out and do anything, we'll just have to deal with these frog ponds, as we call them, this year, and we'll try to get them fixed up for next year. Got that 60-acre field finished up. Just reloaded with some seed and get some diesel fuel. And then I'm gonna head out and plant another 35 acres probably. We'll see what this field's like. I'm not sure if it's fit or not, but it's one of those things where it's June 4th. I think we're just gonna say if it is 85 to 90% good, we'll probably go. So got 82 acres of beans planted so far today. I'd like to get up over 100 if I can, and then see what tomorrow brings. I might run, well, I shouldn't really run out. There's 67 acres, 37 acres, and 87 acres that are all not sprayed yet. 87 of those acres are tiled. There's a farm that's 89 acres that was supposed to be corn. I think that's going to be beans. So if I can get this field, I'm going to start tonight. That's 68 acres. If I can get it started tonight, finish tomorrow, and get that 89 acre piece finished before it rains tomorrow, I would be very, very happy. Because that would just leave 110, 114 acres of IPs to plant, 89 acres of Roundup Readies, and 200 plus acres of edible beans and 60 acres of corn. Plus we gotta do hay and I gotta do a whole bunch of spraying. But we'll get there. We're good. We're good. We can deal with it. You can tell by the windshield. Rained out. Not heavy, just not worth being out there when it's 1:20 in the morning and I'm tired already, so got her backed into the shed, gonna put the seed wagon away and call her a night, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully we don't get a whole lot of rain and I can keep going at this soybean planting business, but we'll see what happens. Wednesday lunchtime, I was in a ram, got to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning last night and got up again at 7:30 and got out planting by 8, just in time to get the field finished. I will be honest, we have a test plot in that field now. There's about 8 acres that got planted at increasing speed. We started at 5.5 mile an hour. We went to 6.5, and then as the clouds got darker to the southwest, we gave 8 mile an hour a try, and we'll see what happens. But the field got planted, as you can see. I don't know if you can see behind me or not. I'll step outside. Yeah, it rained. I don't think it rained a lot. I think just like a hair over half an inch. If it stops, the forecast looks good till Monday again. We gotta get hay done, which Sandy can look after, which is awesome. I'll just give her the 2 tractors and get her set up on that stuff. We'll probably cut the hay tomorrow, and I'm gonna work at field work, try to get some spraying done, some planting done. I'm gonna run around here maybe this afternoon and probably tomorrow to get all the stuff in place that I need to finish stuff up in terms of making sure I got enough seed, soybean seed, switching out some corn seed that's going to soybean seed now, getting some white bean chemical so that if we plant white beans, then we can spray right behind or before. I'll probably spray before and then freshen and plant. I'm not sure I'm gonna get the white beans by Sunday. I would be pretty dang happy if we got the soybeans planted and the corn planted by Monday rain and a lot of spraying done. I would count myself blessed if that happened. And then that just leaves 3 days of edible bean planting, which is not the end of the world. And then we'll roll right into side dressed. Some of the corn that's up. I will take you on a bit of a road trip and some scouting to show you how things are progressing. But right now, I don't feel like putting on more rubber boots and walking through mud. So, well, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed the footage of me planting soybeans. We got 150 acres planted in under 24 hours, which is pretty good. My butt hurts a little bit from sitting in that cab, but it's a comfortable tractor. I'm not going to complain. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll keep pounding away at this field work. Hopefully we have a good stretch of weather here. No rain until Monday. So with that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.